If you're traveling to Australia, you don't want to meet these animals. To the rest of the world, the place where there is down under has been known to be home to the absolute deadliest creatures on Earth. Albeit this is fairly obvious, it doesn't consider the nation to be the deadliest. With minimal killings throughout the last century and an increase in anti-venom available to those attacked, Australia is more safe than you think. To help you identify the deadliest animals in Australia to prevent attacks, we have found those you need to keep an eye out for. Before start the video, give this video a like and subscribe to our channel for more videos. Number 10. Funnel web spider. Australia. Home to numerous dangerous looking bugs, and a lot of them. In spite of the fact that insects can be discovered any place on the planet, the pipe networks have grown a, for the most part misrepresented, fearsome standing. There are in any event 40 types of pipe networks distinguished, differing from 1 to 5 centimeters long. Anyway, not these species are known to be perilous. A symbol of dread and interest is the Sydney funnel web, holding toxin that is perhaps the most harmful to people. A bite from this venomous megalomorph spider should be treated similarly to a snake bite. Although this spider is responsible for 13 reported deaths in New South Wales, since the introduction of anti-venom in 1981 there have been no fatalities. Number 9. Cassowary. The heaviest bird in Australia, standing between 1.5 and 2 meters in height, is the cassowary. Although they are frugivores, fruit eaters, and will not attack for any reason, they are very territorial birds. Most assaults on people, bringing about individuals being kicked, pushed, pecked, charged at, bounced on and head-butted, are because of the human needing to take care of the bird. On the off chance that you need to a greater degree motivation to not take care of them, their center paw is 12 centimeters long and goes about as a blade that could bring about genuine harm. Plummeted from dinosaurs, this bird has been delegated the most hazardous bird on Earth. In any case, the last recorded passing was in 1926. Simply recollect that they are modest, flightless birds who might much rather keep away from encounter. Number 8. Box jellyfish. In spite of the fact that dory-made ricocheting and jellyfish, in Finding Nemo, resemble loads of fun, jellyfish can be somewhat incredible executioners, and the Australian box jellyfish is no exemption. Their incredible toxin lies in their 15 limbs, that can arrive at the length of 3 meters, holding around 5,000 stinging cells each. The toxin isn't set off by contact, rather it is set off by the substance on the external layer of their prey. Although there are around 50 different species of box jellyfish found in warm coastal waters, very few hold venom that are lethal to humans. Over the last 100 years, the box jellyfish has been responsible for over 60 deaths, where the victim has been known to go into shock resulting in drowning, or they have died from heart failure. However, the severity of the sting depends on many factors such as the size of the jellyfish and victim, and how many tentacles are involved. Number 7. Blue-ringed octopus. The blue-ringed octopi are by and large discovered living in coral reefs and tide pools in both the Pacific and Indian Oceans, coming from Australia to Japan. Every year a few people are nibbled, and albeit the chomps are generally easy, inside 5 to 10 minutes the casualty can begin to encounter paresthesias, deadness, solid shortcoming and a trouble breathing and gulping. As of now there is no remedy, the casualty just needs to endure it. The blue-ringed octopus is frequently missed because of their size. Completely developed arrives at the size of a golf ball. In any case, you should look out for their brilliant, sparkling blue rings. Regardless of the absence of an antitoxin, there have just at any point been 3 detailed passings from this octopus in written history, 2 in Australia and 1 in Singapore. Number 6. Saltwater crocodile. Supposed to be perhaps the most hazardous creatures in Australia, the saltwater crocodile is a forceful and regional creature, and is the biggest reptile on the planet as far as their mass, known to reach over 1,000 kilograms. Despite the fact that guys can reach up to 7 meters long, actually any length over 5 meters is fairly uncommon. This secured species is known to basically eat little reptiles, turtles, fish and swimming birds, yet have additionally been seen taking wild pigs and domesticated animals, counting cows and ponies. As seen by the crocodile hunter, Steve Irwin, You must be aware of their movements if you come in contact with them, however, they wouldn't attack out of nowhere. Unlike other creatures found in this country, this croc is known to result in an average of less than one human killing per year. Number 5. Stingray. Since 2006, stingrays have gained a bad reputation due to the death of Steve Irwin. However, what many people fail to realize is that although they are cousins of sharks, they are very rarely a threat to humans. Irwin was not killed by the sting, rather he was pierced in the heart, as a result bleeding to death. Albeit this is certainly not a beautiful picture to have, the stingray's sting, situated in the lance of their story and their lone type of guard, is once in a while dangerous to people. All through the two freshwaters and seas, there are around 200 types of stingrays, going from the smooth stingray, known to reach over 4 meters long, to the blue-spotted ray, as little as 70 centimeters long. This lethal point of view of stingrays is viewed as piece of a fantasy, as they are not normally forceful, rather they are interested and energetic animals. On the whole record of stingray killings, other than Steve Irwin, there is just a single other revealed casualty from a stingray. Number 4. Stonefish. Although there have been no deaths recorded in Australia since the arrival of Europeans, the stonefish is the most venomous fish in the world that lies hidden in Aussie waters. With their excellent camouflage capabilities, they are rather difficult to notice until they are stepped on. Their toxin is delivered by their 13 spines when pressing factor is applied to their spine, and can cause serious agony, cardiovascular breakdown and, if untreated, demise. Known to be normally sluggish swimmers, their assaults can be just about as fast as 0.015 seconds. Albeit numerous individuals endure their sting, due to inadvertently stepping on them. An immunizing agent toxin was designed in the last part of the 1950s to forestall the desperate from happening. Number 3. Textile cone snail. Everyone loves collecting shells, but this is one shell you may want to skip. Featuring a highly glossy shell with a desirable pattern of light to dark brown or yellowish markings, the textile cone snail is, however, one of the most venomous species of cone snails living in Australia but can be found in the Indian Ocean from Hawaii to Africa. This snail, otherwise called the fabric of gold, utilizes conotoxin to murder their prey, where their spear-like tooth infuses the toxin into its prey through its minute needles that are adequately amazing to infiltrate human skin, however further, gloves and wetsuits. In spite of the fact that, there have just been a modest bunch of announced passings worldwide from the textile cone, they contain sufficient toxin to murder 60 grown-ups. Number 2. Sharks. Australia is commonly thought of as having shark-infested waters, resulting in many people avoiding the water. Whilst the 3 shark species most likely to attack humans are the great white, tiger sharks and bull sharks. There is no sureness behind their assaults as they are arbitrary occasions. All through the most recent 100 years, detailed in 2014, there were an aggregate of 298 incited shark assaults, 204 were harmed, 56 remaining healthy, and just 38 of these assaults were lethal. Frequently, those that are assaulted are surfers, trailed by individuals who are swimming and scuba making a plunge, for the most part, in unallocated regions. At the point when you are at the seashore, make sure to swim between the banners. They aren't only there as design, they are there to help save your life. Number 1. Snakes. Now, we could list each snake that is classified as one of Australia's deadliest, but there are just too many. In Australia, there have been around 140 species of land snakes and about 32 species of sea snakes identified, of which about 100 are venomous, although only 12 of these species could result in a wound that would actually kill you. The eastern and western brown snakes have been answerable for the most detailed passings where their toxin is known to cause loss of motion and blood coagulating messes. In any case, there is an antidote toxin accessible in clinical focuses that can invert this. While before the presentation of specific serum toxin in 1956, the seaside taipan was quite possibly the most dreaded, causing demise in just 30 minutes. Nonetheless, on normal there are just 2 passings each year by snakes, and most are because of an endeavor to execute the snake or flaunting to mates. We discussed 10 deadliest animals in Australia. We hope you like this video and share your ideas in the comments. Because comments are helpful for our viewers. Goodbye till the next video.